Hi, I'm wanted to make a video on Gregg's comments about being butthurt about Captain Marvel. And I'm starting off showing you my Suzuki because it's my accreditation that I am a nerd. You've got Power Girl, Spider-Gwen, you've got Oracle, my hamster-powered, and you got X-23 over here. And Black Canary. Zatanna, Mystique, Miss Marvel. And I did that because I love Frank Cho's artwork. You've got She-Hulk. And a female Thor and Red Sonja. I'm transgendered, and I've always been a comic book nerd. But growing up, you had to read Batman, Superman, Conan the Barbarian, and the Hulk, because that's what guys read. But Power Girl, She-Hulk, Wonder Woman, they were my trinity, my touchstones. And there's my Wonder Woman. And that's taken off a Terry and Rachel Dodd's cover. And this is something else. This is Mike Plug. This is the second issue of the Monster of Frankenstein. And even though I don't look like Frankenstein, I identified with the character. Being transgendered, I always had to avoid the villagers and the pitchforks and the torches. Now, what's said about being butthurt because I'm not seeing anybody that looks like me on the screen is probably one of the most tone-deaf, stupid statements I've ever heard anybody make. I'm a white, conservative, transgendered Mormon lesbian. There will never be a superhero that looks like me on the screen. And I'm okay with that. Brie Larson has made Captain Marvel a feminist movie. And that's alright, but it's intersectional feminism. And that's built on racism and sexism. Because intersectionalism, you get more points the higher you go up in the depression field. And my being transgendered doesn't give me enough points to overcome the original sin of being born white. At one point in my life, I was a 40-year-old white dude. Not one of Brie Larson's favorites. I don't need anybody looking like me on this studio screen. Sony has done a better job introducing vibrant Miles Morales is a wonderful character. His movie is an amazing piece of animation, and it's an amazing story. He's a compelling character that I really enjoyed watching. Even Peter Porker was a compelling character. Wonder Woman doesn't look like me. She's gorgeous. So that's right up theirs. I'll never look like that. But the scene going across no man's land where she was taking the bullets, that's amazing. And it was inspiring. Movies with Captain Marvel have, it's been a trend that the politics were there, but they were on the side. But the politics have become more important until the point where the politics are the product. And I've got to believe that I know that Phil Coulson and Nick Fury have no superpowers. But the speed that Gregg and Samuel L. Jackson threw their fans under the bus is superhuman. There's another reason I'm showing you the Suzuki. I bought it about a year and a half ago for $200. I've got $700 into it right now, and I probably need another $700 to finish the restoration. If I take Samuel Jackson at his words and honor his wishes and not see Captain Marvel or the next 3 movies he's in, the Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home, and the Hitman's Wife Bodyguard. And movie tickets, when I take the kids, are usually between $50 and $60 at a shot. Those 4 movies alone will put me at $200 to $240 that I can put into this, and I'm a third of the way to being finished with it. Disney and Samuel Jackson, because he said that the checks have already cleared, they'll never miss the money that I'm not paying into Disney. But every time I'm not paying money into Disney, I'm putting money into my pocket. Last week I went to my local comic shop, got my weekly fix of comics, and I asked them to take Captain Marvel off my hold. I don't want anything to do with the politics. And at $4 a shot, after a year, that's $48 that I'm putting into my pocket. And it's getting to be fun. Every time I take intersectional politics out of my life, I'm putting money into my pocket. And you guys will never miss it, but I kind of like having it there. The intersectional politics is the whole theory is built on racism, sexism, and everything is based on how far up the oppression chain you are. And being white is my original sin. I will never overcome that. But also by the color of my skin, I'm always going to be considered an oppressor and a villain. And that's what I don't like. It's not that I'm not seeing heroes that look at like me, but every time I look at me, I'm a villain. And I'll just end that here and say that I'm going to be shuffling off to the tar pits, which is okay. It's nice and peaceful, not a social justice warrior there to be found. And I'm okay with that.